This is Vigor. I've been playing a ton of the Cycle Frontier lately and getting a little bit frustrated because, man, at certain times of day, you just get murdered right out of the gate if you're not really good at that kind of shooter. And that's kind of what's happening to me a lot. So I thought I would take a break from the Cycle Frontier and instead try out another game in the genre. So this is Vigor. Coalición recommended it. I've only played a couple of sessions so far, and they were last week, so I've actually forgotten a lot of things. But this is kind of similar. This is like my shelter. This is sort of my home base, which I believe that I'll be upgrading this thing over time, and it's going to be giving me, like additional capabilities, I believe, to bring into the game. Much the way the sort of hub space station area in the Cycle Frontier is a place where you can manage your inventory, buy upgrades, that sort of thing. But before I screw around here too much, let's have a look at the centerpiece of my shelter, which is the map. So I have unlocked almost nothing. I've only got one kind of encounter that I'm allowed to play. This one is apparently called Battery Snow Deck. So I think that different encounters are made available at different times of day. Like there's a cycle that they go through. And so right now I haven't unlocked a huge variety of stuff. So I think I just have to always select this first option here. Oh, Madrian just showed up and says that they've played this. So I have not played it very much. So okay, so I've selected an encounter to play. It's looking to matchmake me with some other players. One thing that's really interesting about this game, as opposed to the Cycle Frontier, is the fact that in the Cycle Frontier, basically they have these worlds that are persistent for a long period of time. Each of them eventually shuts down and resets, but they're meant to be persistent. The storms that happen periodically will refresh their content so that you can keep scavenging there. And so when you drop into the game, you drop into some server that's been ongoing for some undetermined amount of time. And as you spend time there, other players drop in and you sort of see their escape pods coming down. Or their drop pods coming down. In Vigor, you're actually explicitly match-made with a group of people for one session together. And so a certain number of people come into the session. Those are the people that are going to be there during the session. And as they all either escape or die, eventually the session ends. So that's what we're about to see, is me matchmaking into a game with other players. Like I said, I've only played a couple of sessions so far, and they were largely uneventful. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I know that I'm here to collect stuff that I'll be using to upgrade my shelter. There is an airdrop that lands on the map that I think has the best stuff in it, maybe? And so if I'm ambitious, I'll go after the airdrop. If I'm not ambitious, all I need to do is just make sure that I extract with whatever I happen to be carrying on my person. So you can see I'm getting match made with a bunch of people here. If I wanted to, I could spend hard currency to increase the loot for everyone, to get a better supply drop crate, but I don't have very much hard currency. I've only got the 10, so I'm not going to do that. And I also haven't really fully figured out what the hard currency is for. I don't know how much is a lot. So it looks like that guy, you guy Baymax, just increased the loot for everybody. So now we're getting more loot as a group. So it's kind of cool because you can make a contribution of your own currency to make things better for everyone. But you could be the one who gets killed first and reap the least benefits from it. So the Coalición says that I should enjoy my first 20 games because after that it gets harder. Okay, so I am here. And it looks like, the last time I played, only one exit was open to me, but it looks like, unless I'm misunderstanding, here, how do I bring that map up again? I forget. There we go, up on the D-pad. Okay, it looks like all of these exit areas are open to me, which means I could probably make a beeline for one of these exits and just get out. Let's not do that this session, though. Let's actually find out what happens if I, for the very first time, head for the airdrop area, which makes me more likely to encounter other people. The first thing I'm going to do, actually, is go for this signals detector, because, I don't know, I want to find out what that is. So Madrian wants to know if update 30 for State of Decay 2, which is the next update, if that's going to be the biggest update so far. No, I wouldn't say that it's the biggest update. I mean, in terms of content, I think the Homecoming update was probably... Oh, there's a person. Was probably the biggest update. Okay, I don't think they know I'm here. And they went... Oh, I'm hearing gunshots. So I'm being exactly the kind of jerk that I don't like in the cycle. Also, I've got limited bullets, so... Okay, whoever was... I think they went inside. So I've used most of my bullets trying to take that guy out, and I failed. So now he's probably going to murder me. He's just lying in wait over there, isn't he? Probably? I don't know. Wait. I hear something. Oh, is he coming out this way? Oh, he is. Nice. Okay. So, let's equip his gun. And... I don't know. Let's see. Can I just... I can't take... Okay, I can only carry 2 major weapons. Okay, I think I need to swap it for one of my weapons because it has actual bullets. So let's reload. How do I... Wait, how do I reload? There we go. Okay, so I've managed to kill someone. That's nice. Oh, and look, here's something I can search. It's a telephone. Hello? Am I actually calling someone? What's happening? What is that for? Okay. Well, I don't know what that was about. The thing that's weird is that I was actually capable of killing that person because in the Cycle Frontier, no matter what happens, like I'm always at a disadvantage. Like I've managed to kill the other guy in a fight very, very few times. As a general rule, I just expect to lose every battle I get into. And so far, I've actually gotten into 2 fights in this game. That was my second one, and I won both by just taking the other person by surprise. By the way, I have no idea how to get out of here. There must be another way to go. Okay, I've just collected a resource. That's nice. Looks like that guy also didn't know how to get out. Like maybe I'm just being match-made with people who are as new... Oh, here we go. People who are as new to the game as I am. And maybe that's why I've actually been able to fight. Because my expectation is not that I should excel at games like this. It's weird. It's weird that I've succeeded at anything. Okay, so I'm collecting... There were some rare resources in there. One thing that is interesting, just viscerally, about playing this game is the fact that, like, okay, this is electronics. It's a valuable resource. In the Cycle Frontier... Oh, crap. Somebody just set off a car alarm. Was it me? Is it the car I just interacted with? Is that what's happening? Okay, let's just move away. Like, the inventory system... Oh, there's another person. In the Cycle Frontier... Oh, looks like, he set off something too. All of the items really look like themselves. Like, there's these really detailed icons that make things look really good. And makes you feel like, oh, wow, I really picked up a thing that looks valuable and cool. In this game, everything is these very sort of bare bones icons, and I really don't get a sense of the value of, and uniqueness of the items that I'm picking up. And so it's harder for me to get excited about a little purple icon that says electronics on it versus the depiction of circuit boards in the Cycle. And that's the thing that, like, you would think that would be non-essential. You know, you'd think that would not be a super important deal. Okay. Oh, there was my first death. I was not quick enough on the draw there. Like, I really... There's no reason I should have failed at that. I should have been able to take a pot shot at her earlier. And now I'm spectating her. Okay. So I guess I can just sort of leave whenever I want to. Hope she enjoys my stuff. and I can poke around. I can just sort of watch the rest of the session. So it looks like we got 3 people left. I guess while we're watching these other people, I can catch up with the chat here. So Madrid is continuing to ask about sort of the bigness of various updates and whether the Homecoming update is ultimately going to have been the largest update in State of Decay 2 history. So I really can't say one way or the other. I mean, it's certainly the largest free update that we've done so far, but that's I really can't say anything about what the future of State of Decay 2 is going to be. And it's hard to define size, because certainly in terms of content, we made a lot of stuff for the Homecoming update. And so in terms of just like meaty, heavy content, that was definitely the biggest. But was it the most profound change to the experience of the game? I mean, the Choose Your Own Apocalypse update, which added difficulty levels, added a ton to the experience and added a lot of sort of variety and stuff. But it wasn't big in terms of content. It added, it brought in freaks from Heartland, but it didn't really add a lot that was fundamentally new. Oh, hey, we're going to watch MGS Miller escape, which is great. This is what I would have done if I hadn't gotten into a fight with MGS Miller. So I think she's waiting in... Yeah, there she goes. I think she's officially escaped. And so now I'm watching Yogai Baymax. And he went through a door that I didn't get to see the animation for. That's cool. But yeah, so it's really hard to define what big means. So yeah, I mean, update 30 is going to be...
The plane with the airdrop is about to reach your area.
It is going to be a really profound change to the game. And it'll have a lot of ripples. But is that what makes an update big? It's hard to say. Okay, so La Coalición says that apparently when I used that phone, it actually highlighted another character on the map. Like if they answer the call, we can see each other. And I didn't catch it what he said in time because I was too nervous and I was staring at the game instead of staring at the chat. But that's an interesting mechanic. I'm not sure why I would ever use that on purpose, honestly, so if I don't trust other people in the map. Yeah, so La Coalición confirmed what I suspected, which was the color of the icon on an inventory item that you pick up in a resource. Tells you how rare it is. So purple would be really rare, white would be a lot less rare. And so, yeah, so I can get a sense of the value, but there's just something about seeing a physical representation of the object that actually sort of makes it feel more valuable just on a weird gut emotional level in the cycle compared to Vigor. And that's not like, I'm not trying to like, criticize Vigor or like knock on Vigor about this. It's an interesting thing that I wouldn't necessarily have assumed would make as big a difference. Like as, somebody who might contribute to a discussion about UX design, I might easily have said, oh yeah, we probably don't need really detailed, really, representative icons. I mean, in State of Decay 2, we went with much less representative icons than we could have on items. And it was because we're like, oh yeah, it's not super important to see the thing that you're collecting represented very accurately. We did make sure that each weapon had its own sort of silhouette, so you can really sort of learn to recognize the silhouettes and value them that way. But a lot of stuff, it has very, very simple representations, which has got its advantages. But let's see what the other guy's doing. Certainly in terms of just like the size of the assets, in memory, it can make a big difference. And so this is probably like the shortcut that Vigor decided to take with the way it represents its inventory items. It's probably one that I would have signed off on too if I was designing a game. But it's interesting for me to realize as a player that there's a significantly different emotional impact. Like particularly in a game where the main thing you're supposed to feel good about at the end of a session is how much loot you got and the particular value of that loot. Seeing that loot represented in a more compelling way really does actually make a difference. Okay, yeah, so La Coalición says that actually in the shelter I can see a physical representation of the items that I'm picking up, just not in the inventory in the game. MacMert wants to know if after State of Decay 3 comes out, if State of Decay 2 will be sunsetted. That's not a question we can answer at this stage. That's deep in the future. I could honestly see either thing happening. It's just so far in the future. I don't want to say something that confines us to one future or another. That's just, we got a lot of time to work that kind of thing out. Right now we have no plans to sunset State of Decay 2 anytime soon. And so I'm seeing sort of a large unbounded future ahead for State of Decay 2. And so that's kind of all I can say. I genuinely don't know under what conditions we would decide to quit, but we're not planning to do it anytime in the near future. Okay, so La Coalición says that when you use the phone and another person picks it up, it becomes a duel. Like, basically, you get extra experience for defeating that person. So you can see each other, you've agreed to fight each other, and you get extra experience if you're the winner. That's an interesting dynamic. That's something that, now that I actually understand what that is, the thing is, it wasn't very clear to me at all what was going on. Like, that feels like the kind of thing that maybe, I don't know, if you're, like, paying attention to... If you're paying attention to the community and listening to what the developer is saying, as they add features like that to the game, maybe that's the kind of thing you'd pick up on. I certainly had no idea what was going on when I was sort of just toying around with it in the world, which can be a challenge. Whoa. Who's he shooting at? Oh, nobody. Dream is the last one left. Oh, no. Oh, no. He succeeded in killing a guy. That's what happened. Well, congratulations, Dreamrel. You have won the encounter, and I'm going to leave because nothing interesting's going to happen anymore. Oh, there's a reminder of a meeting that I will not necessarily attend. It's an optional meeting. Well, I've started leveling up, but I was killed by MGS Miller. Oh, and she's mocking me. Oh, it hurts. All right, here we go. Okay, there's like a battle pass type situation that I'm not paying any attention to. Insurance would have kept my loadout safe. Activate it in the lobby. Okay, so the cycle makes you go through the insurance screen every time you join a session. This one, I need to go figure out what insurance is and how it works. All right, so my loadout is gone. I've got nothing now. So I need to go figure out how to get it back. La Coalición, if you know, what is this? What is this thing? It's a Rubik's Cube, and I don't care. That's music. Rat Trap, okay. I don't know where to find my loadout. Now, in the cycle, it's just from the inventory screen. Oh, that's some collectibles. Maybe it's just from the inventory screen here too. Can I just select a slot? No, I can't. This is for my outfits, I assume? Yeah, that's my outfit. Hey. Gestures. Cool. I will worry about gestures later. I don't care right now. Madrian, I'm not going to answer specific questions about State of Decay 3. Sorry. There must be... I'm assuming either there's a screen that I can bring up that I don't know what it is, or there's got to be a place that I can go to mess with my loadout. So these all look like things that I can upgrade in order to gain more capabilities. Oh, is it this? Oh no, this is where I build improvements. So if I happen to have the right supplies, I can build these improvements. So like this one requires metal parts, and I've got enough metal parts. And it means it unlocks the crafting of additional items. So I do need some items. So let's build it. And then that's going to take a certain amount of time. It's going to take 10 minutes. So it'll be built by the time I get back from my next session. Oh, okay. So I've been looking around inside the house, but La Coalición says that actually it's the bunker in front of the house that has my loadout in it. So let's go down here. Aha! There we are. Yeah, so we've got like the weapons that I either own, or in this case, that I have the plans to build. Crafting table. It's being leveled up right now. Is that where I need to go? Let's see what else there is in here. That's a tape deck. It's a guitar. That's a nothing. Yeah, maybe it's the crafting table. Let's try the crafting table. Okay, so they've given me a bunch of starter guns, most of which seem fancier than I deserve. So I don't want to use fancy weapons if I still have no idea what I'm doing. So let's equip this VZ58 and a little bit of ammo. Okay, so I've got that. Let's equip a Makarov with a little bit of ammo. And I can craft myself a Thompson if I have the parts, but I don't have the parts. I can craft a bunch of things if I have the parts, but I've got... It's a little spring icon down there, and I just don't have that. So I need to find that, I guess, in the world. I wonder what happens when I completely run out of all of these weapons that I've got, and I have failed to scavenge anything. I know that the... Let's see here. Let's also grab... In the Cycle Frontier, there's like this regular like item generator, basically. I'll get one set of bandages. That sort of like every day you get sort of a supply drop, which, you know, if you're completely failing at everything else, gives you at least something to work with. I don't know if this game has an equivalent to that. Okay, so the Coalition wants me to not start a match. He wants to show me something cool first. So in front of my base, he says there's a shooting range. I should go there. Okay, here's the shooting range. Ah, so you can reset the firing range targets by interacting with the box nearby. It does not consume your valuable ammo. Go for it. Oh, so I can unlock these weapons by doing shooting challenges. Like, for instance, this 58. I've got a shooting challenge for it. Did I just activate it? So... Well, this is kind of neat. I don't know. I feel like I'm not really doing the shooting challenge right now. I don't know how to see what I was supposed to do with that shooting challenge. Oh, okay. So it looks like Coalition says, nope, looting the weapons unlocks them for the shooting games. Okay, got it. So what is this? Oh, wait, no, so we get challenges. Okay, so this is destroy all bottles with a PM. So I'll start the challenge. I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can. Is that all of them? Oh, no. I've got a new best time. And I got an achievement. Thanks, La Coalición. So, but as you're saying, so Coalición, you're saying that doesn't really win me anything besides, like, bragging rights? So I got a silver on that. So this is destroy all plates. We'll start that challenge. Okay. Okay, I got that one done. Okay, yeah, so the Coalition says that the shooting range is really just for practice. It doesn't really unlock anything for me. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for showing me that. Let's try to get into another game and see what kind of disaster I can be. So last time I was just trying to get into as much trouble as possible. Ooh. There's different kinds of game modes, huh? Oh, interesting. So there's different types of encounters which include being on teams, but you can play as a lone wolf even in a game that's got teams? That's interesting. Let's do that same level again, though. Let's do that same thing we did before, but this time I'm not going to be running around trying to get in trouble. I'm going to be trying to get out with some resources, particularly if I can get some parts so that I can start, up my capability of crafting weapons to keep myself in weapons. That would be really nice. Let's see if I can pull that off. All right. So, yeah. I am allegedly ready. From the outfits, you can kind of tell who's new to the game and who's not. Like, everyone who's wearing the same outfit, including me, is brand new people. But it looks like Mini-Me Zador and Night Beast have both unlocked a little bit more. So they're, yeah. Okay, so the Coalition says that the Shootout game mode is a free-for-all, and the first 3 places get great crates with weapons, clothing, parts, resources, and even the game currency. Okay, so that actually sounds pretty interesting. One thing that I feel like has been missing in the Cycle Frontier is an opportunity to just shoot people with very low stakes. That's, I mean, so it sounds like this actually still has high stakes. I assume that I still need to bring weapons into the game that I could lose, right? I would love to have the opportunity to have like a version of the Cycle Frontier where I'm like an arena where I can just go and practice and try to get better at the combat. Because the problem with the cycle is like, you know, basically I get into 1 combat encounter per session and it kills me. And I'm like, okay, maybe I could have done this better. Maybe I could have done that better. But it's like the next time I'm going to get a chance to practice is the next time I have a new session. And really, I mean, unless I'm doing incredibly well, I'm not going to have more than 1 opportunity to get better at the combat each session. I'm just going to get 1 chance. And if I just keep failing, it's easy to just feel like I'm not even learning anything. And so I would love to have sort of a more free-for-all-ish version of the Cycle Frontier where I don't have to commit my resources or anything. I can just practice the combat and get more confidence so that when I do encounter somebody in the wild, I can feel a little bit more confident that I know what I'm doing. Because there's been many times where I've like gotten to a fight where I'm like, oh, you know what? I think if I'd done this a little differently, I would have succeeded. Ooh, a bayonet. But I'm not sure, you know? And the next combat encounter I have is extremely different. And just whatever I learned from the previous one doesn't necessarily apply. Okay, so I'm hoping I'm far away from everybody else. Okay, there's an exit just right up this way. I could just grab a few resources and run. Okay, it says a comm station has been activated. I'm not sure what that does. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Dang it, I didn't mean to interact with that. Great, somebody else is going to know where I am. Can I undo that? I don't want to challenge somebody to a duel. That's not what I'm here for. Luckily, I think nobody else is going for it yet, so that's good. It's tough in a third-person game to necessarily exactly know what you're aiming for. Okay, I'm getting a lot of nails, but I'm not getting a lot of springs, and it seems like it was the springs that I needed to craft weapons. Okay, somebody set off a car alarm. By the way, I like that I can sort of wriggle through windows. I was like, this vehicle's already been searched. Does that mean there's somebody nearby? Possibly so. And I don't know what that noise was. Also, it seemed like I was near an exit, right? What if I just exit right now? Can I? Oh, yeah, okay. It looks like this is the exit. Let's just exit right now. Yeah, here we go. Way to succeed. I didn't accomplish a whole lot, but I got out. Okay, so the Coalition says that comm stations let you mess with the supply drop, change where it's going to land, that sort of thing. So if you're really focused on the supply drop and not just getting out with whatever you've got, then that might actually be important. So yeah, the Coalition says, yes, you can leave whenever you want, which I really like. Yes, same here. Because it means I didn't even use any of the stuff from my loadout. I didn't expend a single thing. And I get to come back with just a few more bits of supplies. So the Coalition says that I should check my daily challenges. Golden challenges unlock currency. This game has only 1 currency, which you can buy or you can just win it. So like right now, safely leaving an encounter. That's a challenge that I just completed. So let's go to challenges and check it out. So, okay, so I got... Ooh, okay, I got some stuff. That looks like I might have gotten some weapon parts. Some bullets, some XP. and some currency. So yeah, I've got 25 crowns now, which you can see in the upper right corner. Oh, and now I've got a new... Is this a new challenge? To complete a shooting challenge in the firing range with at least a silver rank. So I think I've already done that today. So this must have just unlocked. Okay, so killing Outlanders within 10 meters, which I did with that one guy. So I've already done one of this. Travel 300 meters with the airdrop in a single encounter. So you pick up the airdrop and then you run with it. That seems kind of interesting. Deconstruct 15 consumables. Oh, that's a thing I can do? And heal 500 health, which I haven't needed to heal because I only got into one fight where I took damage and I immediately died. So let's go back to the shooting range and see if I can complete that challenge. So let's do... oh, these are... Okay, let's do Combat Magnum. Destroy all targets. Start challenge. Okay, so these 4. That feels like it didn't work. There we go. Okay. Oh, now I have to reload. I'm not gonna meddle in this one. So did I just miss them when I was aiming from the hip? Okay, I completed it, but how did I do? Yeah, I completed it, but I didn't get any credit for it. Let's try that one again. So I think I might need to be zoomed in order to be accurate enough. Oh, crap. Yeah, so I think I need to get the headshots. And I'm only going to successfully do that if I'm aiming down the sights. Okay, so I just got a reward for that challenge for getting silver. So, where do I keep my challenges? Is that here? Nope. Wait, is it? Level 4 reached. Okay, I'm level 4. Upgrade to the battle pass to get a bunch of stuff. I'll just claim the reward I've got, thanks. Okay, so I have a little bit of trouble reading this. Like, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I think that maybe the top row is the things that I unlock if I'm not paying, and the bottom row is the things that I unlock if I am paying, I believe. I think that's how it works. But, and what is this? Is this challenges? Is this... This is just my leaderboards, my stats. So where do I go to pick up my challenge rewards? It said to do it in the shelter, right? So it should be somewhere in here. Oh, wait, shelter. Shelter. Shelter is not the house. Shelter is... Is this the shelter? This is the crafting table. So I am having a little bit of trouble understanding the UX of this game. It seems like there's a lot of things that it's trying to tell me what to do. Okay, yeah, so La Coalición says that that this entire place is the shelter. So the shelter, so this is the bunker in here. This is the house, but together they're the shelter. So when it says the shelter, it means this entire place. Okay, so here's... Okay, I can see my challenges represented on the left side here. It's the ones that I haven't finished. But how do I see the ones that I've succeeded at? Is it here? Here we go. It's a tab. So I have to be in the shelter opening the menu that's available in the shelter, and then I can claim my reward. Okay, so did I actually get weapon parts that I can use to craft a weapon? Let's go to the crafting table and see. Okay, so I've got a melee weapon, I've got this, I've got that, but can I craft a weapon? So this, okay, so this one requires... I've got enough parts for it, but it needs me to have a plan, a crafting table, a bunch of stuff that I don't have. So I own this weapon, but I don't have the plans for it. So I think the bottom of the list is where the craftable ones are. Okay, gotcha. So I can make a Guerre 3. theoretically, but I don't have a powerful enough crafting table. But this one, the Thompson, only requires a crafting table level of 0. And I've already got a crafting level of 2, so this is great. But I don't... Wait, but I don't have... Are there different kinds of parts? Okay, so I've got the golden parts I would need to build a Gewere, but I don't have the basic parts that I need to make a Thompson. Ah, that's rough. So I've got everything I need for this, except I don't have the 3 parts that I need. So okay, so I cannot craft something right now, I don't think. Okay, so oh wait, La Coalition says parts means you can build it for free, no plan, no cost, no time. Oh wait, okay, hold on. So were you suggesting that I actually can build this? Oh, you're right, there's an or there. I didn't catch that. Okay, so I either need parts or I need to just have these other things satisfied. So I got 4,000 materials, which means I can meet the 1,200 requirement. I've got a plan for it. I've got a crafting table, but if I wanted to build this, even though I don't qualify for it, I totally could because I've got parts. I got the right kind of parts. That's interesting. So there's 2 different qualifications, and so I can either collect parts or meet all of these prerequisites. Okay, so let's craft this. Okay, so it's queued up. So now it's being crafted, and this one, it's cheap. It only takes a few seconds. And so now I should have one, right? It's completed. And there it is. There's my Thompson. Well, let's equip this. And let's unequip this one. And then let's unequip the bullets for that one too. Okay, yeah, so I've got bullets for my Thompson and my, whatever this PM is Makarov or something. And I think we're good to go. Let's go do another session. And I think I can do it from the menu, right? Okay, so let's try a shootout this time. Just because I'm curious, and I've got some cheap weapons. And let's just see what that's like. So does shootout mean that everyone's just trying to kill each other and there's no extraction? I'm assuming that's what that means, from the way La Coalición described it. Hey there, Otalvos. Thanks for joining us. La Coalición says, shootout free-for-all, you won't need your weapons. I won't need my weapons? Or does that mean they're just going to provide us with weapons? Oh, you appear with a random... So it really is low stakes. You appear with a random set of weapons. And you don't have to put your own stuff at stake. But so there's an upside but no downside. That's great. That's exactly the kind of situation that I'm hoping for. Oh, and you can keep playing it to reappear with a random weapon each time you respawn. This is exactly what I'm wishing the cycle had. I wish that it had something like this, where I could practice and get good at the combat without putting all of my resources at risk. So let's ready up and see what this is like. Steve0143 asks if I'm to play Surviving the Aftermath again. Well, I've already done 5 episodes of that. I feel like that might be a lot. So I don't know if I'll play it again on stream. I still am playing it in the background, though. Like, you know, it's one of the games that I play when I'm not streaming. Okay, so I've got some kind of LMG. How do I switch weapons? Is it LB? Oh, gosh! That was foolishness. Did I heal my... Oh, crap. Okay, I guess I did heal myself. And now I'm out of bullets. Crap. And I'm dead. Okay. I'm not yet good at the basics of controlling this game. I don't actually even really know how to switch weapons. There's a lot I don't know. So let me try to figure that out. So I've got this gun. I can switch guns with the right bumper, except I only have the one. So this definitely feels like the kind of mode I would want to play all the time when I'm a beginner, until I get confident enough to play with real stakes. Okay, so I've been killed once. I've killed someone else once. Crap. And someone came up behind me and killed me, and then we were both killed by the same other person. That's great. Okay, so the Coalición is really, really pushing me to get down on the ground because it increases your accuracy. So let's... So, yeah. So this is my accuracy here. If I hit B, it doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. Okay, so my spread... Oh, this is a shotgun. That's why. The shotgun doesn't get any more accurate with its spread, just because you're getting low. Next time I don't have a shotgun, I'll check out what he's talking about. Okay, I'm hearing people to the right. Oh, gosh, what? Oh, I've got no bullets for any of these things. I've got no bullets for anything now. What's the point? I don't even know who did that. Probably the same guy who was chasing me before. I just didn't see what angle he was from. Oh, he went that way. Okay, interesting. Anyway. Okay, what do I have now? Oh yeah, that is much more accurate. You're right, the Coalición. It's a really clear difference. All right. I'm not doing well, but I love that the stakes are low. Okay, so you can get a new gun, but no bullets for it? Well, what's the point of that? You're going to die before you can find any of the right bullets. Why have that lying around? That's weird. Oh, I see somebody. Unfortunately, because of the camera angle, he could see me before I could see him. Pfft, doesn't matter. I don't have bullets for any of these things. I feel like I must be missing something when it comes to bullets. Well, unlike with the Cycle Frontier, I'm not abjectly terrible at this combat. I'm not great, but at least I occasionally kill someone. Okay, well, maybe I'm a little bit terrible. Okay, so Coalición says that I'm actually... Oh, whoops. That there actually were bullets available. I just didn't I wasn't reading the UI correctly to be able to find them. So the bullets are there, I'm just not grabbing them. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's the shotgun, but then the bullets are kept in the separate part of the screen. Oh, crap, I had a bolt-action rifle, I think. All right, fine. Oh, crap. I love that, like, I'm not getting frustrated because the stakes are so low. It's just whatever. I don't care. Such a good feeling compared to what I'm used to with the cycle. So I've got a sniper rifle now. I guess I should try to find my way onto a rooftop or something so I get a really good vantage point. I don't see a way to get up to one from here. I can't go through that window. Oh, he got killed by somebody else. My health is bad. I think it's affecting... Oh, maybe it wasn't killed by somebody else. I'm dead. Okay, yeah, Coalition, I don't think I'm going to be able to follow directions that you give me in the moment. Didn't see that guy at first. Ooh, kill streak. Okay. Let's switch weapons. Oh. Whew. 5 kill streak. Oh. Last man standing. So when the timer runs out, everyone just goes down to 1 life. That's interesting. So you do get a little bit of that survival game flavor at the very end. Seems like the big fights are happening over to my right. I'm assuming I didn't do that great. Oh. Okay. Hey, I was number 2! I was defeated by Sharky, but yeah, actually kind of by a lot. But Wolfgang and I did all right. Wait, is that guy's voice? No, okay, it's just the character's voice. For a second, I thought it was the dude talking on the radio or something. Well, that was really neat. Okay, so I got a bunch of free stuff without having to put something on the line. That's awesome. I love that. Okay, so the Coalition really wants me to check the season pass. Ooh. Okay, so I've got a new challenge to kill an Outlander in an encounter. I feel like I did that in the Shootout, but maybe the Shootout doesn't count as an encounter. Okay, so I hit level 5. There's the rewards that I get to claim. And so he says that with the Battle Pass open, I should pull the right trigger. This says Legacy Seasons. Okay, so I don't know how this works. So it says there are these 4 Legacy Seasons where there's rewards that I can unlock. And there's 4 of them. It says keep progressing in one selected Legacy Season to receive premium rewards. Any progress made in the current season will count towards one Legacy Season of your choice as well. I don't know what that means. So it seems like these are like... So this is the general Battle Pass over here, where I've unlocked these 4 rewards, and I would have unlocked these 5 down here if I had paid for it, but I haven't. I've only got 40 crowns, and upgrading to the Premium Battle Pass would cost 790 crowns, so I'm way... Oh. Okay, the Coalition says these are the old seasons, and there's more. Oh, I get it. Okay, so let me see if I understand that. So basically this game has got seasons, and each season there's a series of rewards that you can unlock. But if you join the game late, you haven't completely missed out on the old seasons. You can trigger any of the old seasons, you can trigger and earn rewards with them parallel to the current seasons. You're always working on the current season, but if you basically, do you have to buy in with the 330 crowns? So if you buy into one of these older seasons, you can also be progressing an older season at the same time that you're progressing your current season. So let's click on one. Let's say Preppers. So yeah, okay, so here's the whole chain of unlockables, and this is cheaper. So if I can't afford to buy into the current season, to like... Because, okay, it's only like common stuff that's available for free. But the unique stuff that's available to the season that you can only get if you buy into the season, this would cost me $7.90 to play the current season. But if I want to grab stuff from an older season, I can pay less than half the cost and make progress along those unlockables. Or if I want to buy both, I can do both. That's great. That is a really sort of clever way to take advantage of like all of the unique content that they make for their battle passes or whatever for their seasons. They can keep taking advantage of it, but offer it as a discount to players who want to play at a lower price point. And there's just so much content you can unlock. That's cool. I really like that. That is a really good way to handle that. Like I barely understand battle passes and seasons as it is. Like it's just most games that I play don't use that kind of thing. With the Cycle Frontier is basically the first game I played where I was really paying attention to that. And so, but I like this. That's a good idea. I don't know what other games might do something similar, but I really like that approach. The Coalition says that his favorite season is number 7, with the Mercenaries one. And yeah, that's kind of cool, actually, that there's just all these seasons. You can have a favorite season and just, like, you know, and focus on that. Like, that's great. That's great. That's awesome. I think we've probably seen enough of this game for this episode, but you know what? I think I really will continue, especially now that I know that it's got that low-stakes shootout mode. I think I really will continue to play this game and see what I can get out of it. Like I love the fact that, sometimes when I'm playing the Cycle Frontier, I get into maybe there'll be a time of day when there's a lot of hardcore players playing, and every time I drop, I'll like have 3 drops in a row where I just get killed a few minutes in, and I'm just like, ugh. And there's nothing else to do in the game besides drop in and risk everything. Which is fine. I do love, when it is a pretty high stakes situation and I get out alive, that feels really good. And it's one reason I keep playing the cycle, is because I'm just so into that feeling of relief that you get from successfully pulling it off when you know that there was a lot at stake. And so I'm not going to stop playing the Cycle Frontier, but I love that this gives me an alternative where it can be lower stakes. I don't have to be putting everything on the line all the time. And I can get into it when I'm in that mood where I've just gotten really frustrated with the high stakes of the cycle. I could maybe back out to Vigor and play a game that's just going to be fun no matter what. That's pretty cool. Oh, so the Coalition points out that actually I haven't really collected my rewards from that shootout yet. So let's have a look at that. So let's go over to crates. says crates is a menu. Crates! Here we go. Shootout crate. Wait, did I not get one? I thought that I had one. Oh, here we go. Okay, resource crates. I don't know if that was it. Let's open these resource crates that I've got. Maybe is the second prize a resource crate, maybe? Okay, I got some stuff there. Let's try again. Let's open a second one. Fertilizer, chemicals, fuel. So this is all stuff I imagine, use to upgrade my shelter. Oh, and a common crate. Okay, so yeah, so the Coalition says that what I expected is right. The shootout crate is for the first place winner of the shootout. The common crate is probably what I got for being the second place winner. But this is pretty good. It's got multiple weapons. Like, I could outfit myself. In addition to these, I think it said it had multiple weapons in it, too? Oh, no, 3 items from the list. So I didn't get multiple weapons from it, but I could get multiple weapons from it. Those are among the things I could get. So now what I got was, what is that? Fertilizer, some bullets, and something else. But the next time I get this crate, I'll get other stuff from the list. Oh, so it handles it like a deck of cards, where it's there's a random draw from this list every time I do it, but I'm going to eventually get everything from this list. I'm not going to constantly get crates and never get the guns. Eventually I'll get the guns if I keep getting this crate. So so yeah, Coalition said that I can actually navigate to the right here and look at what everything is. So I got some chemicals, I got some fertilizer, and I got some magnum ammo. But I could get some of this assault rifle, and I could get a Mosin Nagant, and I could get an M1911 plan, which is great. Okay, yeah. So there's wow, I love this. This game just feels like it's feeding me a whole ton of loot, and it's not being that stingy with it, which is it feels rewarding. That's great. Okay, I really should go. I need to have some lunch before my next meeting that really requires my attention, so I should move. But okay, yeah. So the Coalition, I'm gonna spend some more time looking over the crates, seeing what I can get from them. That sounds really good. But right now, I should get out of here. So thank you, Coalition, for when you saw me playing the Psycho Frontier, encouraging me to check out Vigor. It really has been worth my time, and I think it's going to be a fun addition to my sort of, I don't know, arsenal of games that I can entertain myself with, so I really appreciate it. Cogs, no, I'm not going to answer your questions about State of Decay 3, and either way, like this, the kind of research that I do by playing games like this is more to just broaden my horizons as a designer in general. I'm not doing targeted research for specific games, so don't look at the games that I play and think that it's telling you something about State of Decay 3. It's not. So yeah, see you later, SteveO143. It's always nice to hang out with you here, but we're gonna go. So there is a subscribe button if you're watching this later on YouTube. Here's links to other videos. I don't know if I'm gonna come back and stream Vigor. Maybe it's just gonna be a game I play on my own, but we'll have to see. Either way, if I do, it'll go there.